I'm Steve Edwards, and welcome to the Blue Angel Mindset. It is great being here today. We are simply here to give you a mission today, a mission to challenge you to raise your performance levels to the highest level possible by taking you behind the scenes of the famous Navy Blue Angels. We're going to take that military precision that the Blue Angels are so well known for, and we're going to merge that through my translation with the corporate environment into corporate excellence. And when you're done with that, you will simply know it as the Blue Angel Mindset, or BAM as we affectionately call it.
Centerpoint had two meanings for us. The first meaning was that we all had the same shared values. We had a commitment to ourselves and our team and the mission, which was to fly the perfect air show.
Trust your teammate, and there's really no time, if you want to create a Blue Angel mindset, to not trust your teammate. And I'd encourage you to think about trust very briefly here on this foundational concept that we're doing with Centerpoint and say, listen, do I really trust my team? Or am I micromanaging them? Or are they not trustworthy? Because if they're not trustworthy, you need better teammates.
Now we're at 100 feet. 20 seconds later, we've gone from 5,000 to 100, and we're closing in on each other 6 miles apart at 4.5 football fields a second. Just prior to that center point, I make the call. Ready, hit it. And we roll. And we roll into a 90-degree angle of bank. We close upon each other. And a lot of people thought this was smoke and mirrors. You know, like, hey, it's just an illusion. It's an eyeball illusion. No, not really. 10 feet apart. We're so close together that the air from his airplane thumps my airplane. Poof. So let's take a look at the video. That's what trust looks like. I trusted this man with my life. He trusted me with his life.
And here's the trick, though, that a lot of leaders tend to forget. Leadership is not a part-time job. It's a full-time adventure. It is a full-time adventure, and you lead when you're at work and when you're not at work if you're really going to be an effective leader. The Blues prepare to win in an interesting way. The military has this motto: train the way you fight, fight the way you train. Because when they go fight, it's for real. There's no do-overs. You screw it up, you die. It's just that simple. Who doesn't want to be Maverick, you know, on Top Gun, man? I mean, we all want to. The pilot says, are you ready to go up? I said, sure. He says, ready, hit it, and boom, he parks it, an 8G hit right on the gate. I mean, we didn't zoom up, he just 600 miles an hour. You know what happens when you go from 100 feet to 12,000 feet on an 8G hit? I have no idea. Because I was asleep, waking up, doing my little dance. I don't care if you've been with your company and doing this for the last 32 years. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you're prepared to win, because we've done this so many times. You haven't. And you've really got to prepare to win at the highest level possible.
There is no doubt. We were prepared to win. We were prepared to fly that perfect air show. And although we never flew a perfect air show, we pursued it. We pursued it every single day. So what I'm going to show you next is a video that I think kind of shows you really that this is not some visual illusion, that the precision of what we're describing is real.
There's some moans going on over here.
You see what I mean? We're not joking around here. We're serious. And he allowed the other members of the team and their strengths shed the load off him so that he could concentrate on the big picture, find that perfect Blue Angel show template.
And again, to be effective, you've got to realize that your team has connections and capabilities far outside the realm of the business world in which we live, and so do you. Pure curiosity. Pure curiosity, wanting to know just because you're curious. Not to be confused with schmoozing. Schmoozing is, you know the people, we know those people well. They ask 3 questions to get to the 4th, which always has I, want, and need in it. So start looking outward instead of inward, especially at this dinner tonight when you're having your dinner. Find what someone's favorite subject is, and I guarantee you, when you hit on what their favorite subject is, it will blow you away how engaged they become and how that connection really, really happens. The debrief. Now this is important stuff. This is where the rubber meets the road. We've set up a foundation, we've briefed for it to get going. Now we got to get some excellence, some performance excellence going. You guys are in charge of changing the world, literally. Do it well. Do it well. We're counting on you. Utah, take us through what failure looks like in your world.
Our mistakes, we accepted the fact that we were going to make them. Everybody does. We're just human beings. We accepted it. And there was no condemnation. There was no finger pointing. You're a terrible person. So we were nameless and rankless. Guess what? The flight leader, the boss, it was just as easy for him to make a mistake. In fact, in his first year on the team, the Blue Angel flight leader made the majority of the mistakes because his job was so hard. We actually pictured ourselves flying that perfect air show. And in the corporate world, you picture yourself getting that sale or reaching your quarterly sales goals or whatever it might be. And then lastly, debriefing, looking back and going, okay, how do we do? In a non-threatening environment, do we do great? Do we do poorly? Okay, matter of fact. And why? And how you can fix it. And how you can get better and just keep getting better and better over time.
This stuff works. It works for the Blue Angels. It works for my company. It works for Utah's company. It works for the companies that have embraced it around the country. And it will absolutely work for your company if you allow the Blue Angel mindset to come into your company and do it. And when you do, it will look just like this.